Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Silver. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. We own this.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Alert, 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 alert. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Hey, check mic 47. Check mic 47. Alert, 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 alert. 47 mic, 47 mic.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, check mic 47. Check mic 47. Check pass. Check pass. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Quick the edge. Quick the edge.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, looking for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Sammy. Hey, Alpha. 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, let's get it.
Breeze now. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
41-yard line.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Trubisky on 1st down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 18. Hey, Delta.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Rush in. Shoot. Easy, opposite.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Chicago. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
218, chop. 36.
Here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot. But it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. This is Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's checking. 11. Scratch. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. We're good. 5-4, ready. Check. Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check, 47.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready? 5-8. Check. Kill. 11. Check 49.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards on first down. Murray. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake. Breeze eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill. 59. Mine's 50. Hey, echo. Watch the pass.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A run. It's Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Mike, check, 59.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Breeze to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Breeze now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Hey, seam 6.
Breeze will try again on second down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, easy. Check the call, check the call. 11. Go. 59.
So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Breeze to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Breeze going to throw. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky, he'll take a shot for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weak. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Lock in, lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Again, it's Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check back 47. I don't even know why this team showed up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They run. This is Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 58 yards as the Bears push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 44, Trubisky, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
From the 31, Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
95-56, 95-56.
On 1st down, Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Breeze now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
You can't stop me.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a gain of 9.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Hey, ball. 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Hey, exit. 47. Here I come. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. 18. Blue. 47 to Mike.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
47 Mike, 47.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Trubisky now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Check, 47. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, the screen pass here to Cohen. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there on the screen pass.